It is the morning. Bright and early, you guys didn't get back too late, so about 6 a.m. you guys are all arousing for the early bird breakfast. God, this new loose leaf sucks.
Because it's new.
Because it's new. Look at that, flipped right to it. Alright. You guys going down for breakfast?
Yeah.
Complimentary. A couple of the halfling girls are bussing tables, and a couple others are coming to and fro with sheets as some other patrons are checking out. Roscoe finishing up the night shift on the desk, big bags under his eyes. What do you want to do?
Oh no. Should we check up? Is there a board in the...
Riordan, what do you think?
Riordan's a little bit behind you guys. He's still struggling to put his boots on. He kind of shouts from down the hall, "What?"
Did you find out how many days are left in the festival stuff?
There's 2 days, but I mean, I can make an exception to the rules. There could be like a final big wrap-up day of...
That's what a tag is.
Like,
Let's keep this party going.
until the fall festival.
You mean they don't have a summer festival?
It's kind of like spring and then harvest festivals. And like, yeah, from what you've heard from people like on the boats and whatever, like the start of the festival is a lot more ceremonial. It kind of celebrates an event, a historical event that had taken place a long time ago, and so now every thaw in spring they celebrate as a reminder that things could be much worse.
Yep.
And then after that, yeah, carousing and booze and partaking in the flesh, and the activities of the flesh. You guys do know that.
With the son of Shay.
You guys know that any word sent from the college is going to be sent to the Four Winds as well, to Captain Blissel.
Oh yeah, maybe we should go check on that.
Because you guys haven't checked on that yet.
I mean, we could also just go to the college and talk to the guy.
Well, you don't even know if he's there.
What the hell?
What?
I got rid of one of my spells thinking I was swap it out, but I can't figure out how to pick new spells.
I'm happy to try my hand at some of the games again. I can't believe I lost last time.
Yeah, you did log fight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go do a log fight.
Is it? I want to do the fist fighting again. I heard that's back up.
There is, yeah.
Is that at the Octagon?
Suds and Bloods is like one of the bigger fighting bars, yeah, so they typically draw the largest crowds. You noticed last time you were there that like in the ceiling they have like parts of it that fold down so people can like sit up top so that it like fills up to like a Coliseum sort of style. Yeah.
Whoa.
For the big events anyway.
I'll try that.
Yeah. Heading to Suds and Bloods first thing in the morning, 6 a.m.
So you get like one of those fights in with someone that's still a little hungover.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want.
Do it.
Sorry, was there a board for contracts in the half in, half out?
Yeah, just on the, like as soon as you walk out, there's like a posting board. Let me pull up, I haven't made any new encounters, so.
Can we see what we got?
What do you guys have currently recorded?
That
There
would be
was
Corey.
3 mercenary ones, which I'm pretty sure we did one of them. And
You
there's
did.
one
You did the Shoreway Pest Problem encounters, yes. And then encounter number 3, or encounter number 2, finding Killian, and then encounter number 4, maybe throw up doors. Those were all the same thing. Those were just the 3 encounters that were involved. Right. The 2 sets of fighting with goblins and then the cultists. It was just easier to split them up instead of having like an encounter with 30 characters in it.
Okay, so mercenary mission number 1 was
What's the shoreway pest problem?
Mercenary mission number 2 was I have escort mission.
There's an escort mission, yeah.
Yeah, that was for
Wasn't
Mr.
that for
Nimbus.
Mr. Nimbus?
That is to accompany one of Mr. Nimbus's wagon convoys. That's a longer one though. That's
Yeah.
that one way is 4 days
Oh,
on foot
no.
to the next city
We
over.
might be able to do that after the festival, if that's still open.
Yeah, I mean, like missions like that are a great way for you guys to just like passively travel to kind of check out new places.
Yeah.
So like, there's the turnaround missions where it's like, oh, you meet halfway and then go back to where you're coming from, just like you did with the ships. And then then there's just straight like, so Arya's initial mission was supposed to be to get to Calliope and then do a one-way mission to North Sinai to near Turan.
But I lost all my goods.
And then the third mission I have written down is hobgoblins.
Yes, there are random hobgoblins.
Okay, so that's more of a day type mission. And
Yeah,
then
you could
there's-
probably.
We could kill some hobgoblins.
If you find some information, you could probably pound that out in more of an evening pest. They're kind of an evening kind of nocturnal pest. They come out with their wargs and stuff and kind of hit small farms, or like try and trash merchant shit coming out of the city.
And then the hunt mission, we have to go to the actual place to find out what it is.
And you guys also have a boat now too, so I mean there's independent contracts you can get through the forwards.
Boating.
You guys will have to learn how to sail first. But I mean, then there's
Some more than others.
there's coastal missions that you could pound out in like a day or two.
Question.
As well.
Can I two-handed attack with my hand crossbow and a dagger?
Yep.
If
Yeah,
like
but you have to spend an action to reload your crossbow. So I mean, if you were like whack, shoot, or you would probably
If
want to
it was already loaded.
shoot from a distance. Yeah. I'm saying after. So like, taking your two-handed fighting, you shoot and whack. On your next turn, you'd be able to whack or reload your crossbow. And then when combat ends, you can just reload it and have it set and ready to go for next combat.
What kind of crossbow is it?
A light
Hand
or a
crossbow.
hand crossbow.
Hand crossbow. Okay.
And if you remember correctly, it was from Dernick's shop, and it is a nice dark wood grain with
It's got some silvery bits.
silver filigree, and
kind of matches my staff.
yeah, it's Dernick's work is, from what you've seen, is very immaculate. Like when people are like, "Oh, Smith," they're like Dernick's, and that guy's cheaper, but Dernick's.
Sweet. I got mine
My
from there
spells
too.
are all good now.
Yeah, I think we're gonna try. We're gonna try something out.
Okay. Also, you've got your hammers in your backpack now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. After the disappointing news that it's made of magic stealing obsidian.
I feel like I'd be fine with a bunch of obsidian stuff.
Yeah, there are, from, yeah, you know because of your history with Dara that like Darrans don't use magic weapons. They use weapons with obsidian edge, so that way, they have resistance to magic. They count as like a magical weapon hitting magical creatures, and on fun fact, on saving throws while holding an obsidian edge weapon against magic, if you fail, you take half damage. If you succeed, you take no damage.
Okay, so that could be
Wow,
handy.
wait.
They're handy for like one member of this party because everybody else has magical components.
That'd be awesome. Like an
Good job.
obsidian axe.
They're very common. Durellium's been making them for almost 1,000 years. So you can find them anywhere. You can probably buy them most places also. They're not cheap.
Oh.
Alright, well, we'll have breakfast and then you're gonna go.
Get in the ring.
Oh yeah. Oh
You're
yeah.
gonna go fight. Alright.
All right.
Have a little
So,
Bloody Mary while we watch.
so Arya's.
So
Are you starting the Bloody Marys at the half in, half out?
no.
They can give you a to-go cup if you want.
Sure.
Bloody Marys all around. All right, so
Before we go into the arena, or the bar where
Bloods and suds.
Bloods and Suns, I'm going to cast False Life.
What does that do?
It gives him 1d4 temporary hit points added to his actual.
Oh, should we put our names down for the Hobgoblin contract? Did we want to do that?
It's 6 in the morning. If you want to go to the mercenary place first, you can. Bloods and Suds is closer.
Right.
Half in, half out. Bloods and Suds, mercenary.
Oh, okay.
Sure. Yeah.
So it's on the way, so we can
Yeah.
go to Bloods and Suds first. Okay.
Okay, so you said 1d4 temporary hit points?
Yep.
Nice.
Oh, wait. Dang it, I dropped it. 1. Better than nothing.
Everything helps. All right, so you guys are making your way downtown, sipping Bloody Marys as you go. Sun's kind of coming up.
There's
There's
like those Las Vegas long
With the twisty straw.
twisty straw in it. Yeah.
yeah, and Eleanor, and he's just like kind of staggering home. He's like, nice, fucking high fives you. You guys make your way to Bloods and Suds. Sun's coming up, but there's still a lot of sound and of partying going on in sectors. There's some sections of town that are just like totally passed out, ready to get back going in the evening, and some people who are still just like drunk and peeing in the streets and just like, woo, party! All right, so you make your way to Bloods and Suds.
Yeah.
All right, you walk in. The crowd's pretty sparse. A lot of the people that are there are either just getting up like you. Primarily the people that work there are kind of just coming in to trade off on morning shift, and then there's, a rabble of people that are kind of either have a higher tolerance for booze or don't partake as much, so they're still just kind of like keeping the life of the party going, but it's nothing too crazy. Maybe like 20, 30 people in the bar. Whereas like last time you were there was like 100, 150.
Oh, yeah.
It's a pretty big establishment.
Okay.
Is Jackson there?
Make a perception check.
7.
Yeah, he's there. Yeah, so as you come in, Jackson, he's got big bags under his eyes. Like, he looks like he's been at it all night, but he's just got him and his 2 bodyguards. They've just got, like, bags of gold that are just, like, tucked in the corner from all of the betting that's been going on. And you can see the house wins more often than not. There's, like, another guy, bartender's coming, like, back and forth, grabbing a bag at a time and hauling it back and presumably putting it in a safe somewhere. Big girl! Back for another round?
Yes.
Nice. Well, we've got, pull up my characters here. A couple that are still rearing to go, a little bit drunk. We've got this Alan gentleman over there. He's kind of new to town. He's from one of our neighbor cities. And then that dragonborn feller over there, he's wandered in from over the seas. Can't remember where specifically. I only care about the gold, less so origin story.
Makes sense.
And if you really want to challenge yourself, you see that big fucker back there. And as you look back in the shadows, come back.
Oh no. Xander's like panicking, but Zodel's like, yeah! Oh no.
And as you look back in the corner, you see this massive Goliath, bare-chested, bare-shouldered, leather bracers, and he's kind of like toweling himself off. He's probably the biggest creature outside of an orc that you've ever seen, like humanoid.
Mm-hmm.
That fucker's been fighting all night. I don't know where he came from, but he strode in here a couple of days ago, and nobody can beat the fucker. He's been going all night. I haven't seen him lose one fight yet. I'm putting all my money on him, all the time, as long as he stays here. I mean, feel free to warm yourself up if you want to start with one of these smaller folks, but...
Sure, yeah. How about the Dragonborn guy?
And kind of gives a wave, and Dragonborn comes over, and you can tell he's looking a little rough, like he's been fighting a little bit, but he still looks like he'd be a good match for you.
Okay.
All right, anybody betting? And it is a blue,
Uh,
or no, a silver dragonborn.
Oh,
that-
silver.
What's the difference in colors?
Oh.
So, chromatic, like red, white, blue, black, they're primarily like evil origins. Like those are like evil dragons, and then there's the metallic dragons, like gold, silver, copper, bronze, whatever else. And they're like the more brass. They're like the more lawful, like deities of. They're like yeah, kind of deified. Like they're good and they're powerful, and they kind of help keep like a draconic order
Okay.
over like metallic versus chromatic. So when they fought Raishan and Thordak, they had met a brass dragon that was like the secret ruler of a city on another continent,
Right.
and called it to help fight against the chromatic dragons.
Ah.
All right, dragonborn fight.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
I'll bet.
What did you bet on Falconer?
50 gold. 50 gold.
50 gold. All right.
Jeez, I'll do.
This is a 2-to-1. This is a second tier or a first tier fight.
Oh, okay.
I will- I will also
The tiers
bet
are based
50
on your level.
Oh, I see.
So this is a tier
I'll
2
do-
is
45 gold.
all right. 95 gold total. Nice, nice. I look forward to collecting
50 from me.
50. All right. Big spenders, big spenders. You can see a couple of the patrons around the bar now. They're seeing that like, oh, another fight's about to start up. You can tell that like it's probably been a little quiet there for the last little bit, and a couple of guys are grabbing Bloody Marys and other strange-looking like morning drink cocktails, morning ale, and coming over, starting. Oh yeah, I think I remember seeing this one. All right. Ooh, what dice am I going to use to destroy you? We'll go Jesse die start. All right. I need the pit and securitors. All right. So you climb in the ring, and a couple of voices start to pick up, and other people are coming in and kind of eyeballing who's in the pit, and start making bets with Jackson. Roll initiative.
Sweet.
Oh.
4.
16.
Damn.
Alright, so this Dragonborn, though he looked a little tuckered out, immediately springs into action.
Oh,
So sprints right towards you, trying to pin you up against the wall. Or trying to keep you up against the wall. And they are going to. So he comes in, and it looks like he's going to go for a punch, and then he switches to an elbow right to the side of your face.
Oh.
And that's a 9.
Nope.
Nothing. So you move your head out of the way, and bang! The guy's elbow just crashes into the cage.
Oh, jeez.
Your move.
I'm going to dodge to the side of them, and I'm going to. I don't know any fighting stuff. I guess I'll just. Yeah, grab their shoulder and just like. Right in the stomach.
Right in the stomach?
Yeah.
Alright, roll an attack.
15.
That'll hit.
Nice.
So the guy tries to bring his hands down, but you hit him right in the guts. Roll
Yeah.
damage.
You said it was a
D4.
D4.
It's D4 halved plus your strength modifier, right?
D4 half plus my strength modifier.
What?
6 damage.
That'll do it, yeah, okay. So, woo, this guy just about hurls everything he's been drinking all morning all over you. Yeah, that looked uncomfortable.
Did he?
He didn't hurl, no.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Alright, so as he takes it, he grabs your shoulder and headbutts you right in the chin. For a that's a plus 5. 17 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
So he wraps his arm around, crack right in the chin.
Ooh.
So plus strength, 4 damage.
Ugh.
And you kind of taste a bit of blood as your tusk kind of cut the inside of your lip.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
And then he's going to move. So he's up against the wall.
Oh.
So still, yeah.
Oh, I moved around him last time. I was by his side.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. So okay. So he moves back. Okay.
That's his turn.
Oh. I am going to. One, two. I'm gonna step back. I'm gonna step back, and I'm gonna run up and knee him against the wall.
If you step back, it's going to be an attack of opportunity.
Oh shoot. Well, I guess I'll hold him and I'll knee him against the wall.
There you go. All right, so you grasp him and he pushes back up against the wall as the knee comes in.
Oh yeah, 22.
22. And again, he tries to get his hands down to block it. You miss his vitals in the middle, but you give him the worst Charlie horse he's ever had in his life as your knee collides with his thigh.
3. Would that be rounded down or up?
2.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, 6 again. 6 damage.
Another 6. This guy winces real bad. Like he feels like he got kicked by a horse. All right, then he braces himself against the wall, and he's going to try and shove you and knock you prone.
Ooh.
So it's a athletics versus athletics.
Okay. 19.
15. So
Yes.
he shoves, and you just and you keep him slammed up against the wall.
Oh, perfect. That
Nice.
leads into what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna grab him by his shoulders. I'm just gonna hoist him up, and I'm gonna throw him on the ground.
All right, make a strength check.
Oh yeah.
Athletics check, yeah.
Oh, athletics?
It's the same thing.
Well, not for me. Athletics says I have a proficiency. So athletics.
Athletics, yeah.
Sweet. 14.
14. 17 plus 3, so 20.
Ooh.
So you try and hoist him, and he reaches back and he grabs onto the cage, and you just strain against his weight.
Shoot.
All right, so as he's up there, he's going to try and headbutt you again. 14 plus 5, 19 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
And he again just whack, this time right in your nose.
Ugh.
And you definitely taste blood now. Still only a 1 though, so that is
4.
that is 4. Yes, 4 damage.
All right.
What do you have for health?
22.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're winning.
You're
good.
I'm gonna grit my teeth. I'm gonna smile. I'm gonna headbutt back.
Nice.
Oh yeah, nat 19.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh yes.
So you kind of sneer at him and you spit.
4. Oh my gosh. Yeah, 6 damage.
So you spit the blood out, and then just in retaliation, crack right into his. He's got a way bigger nose than you as a
Right.
dragonborn, so a lot of surface area. No doubt that you landed a very painful hit. You've been rolling max damage, haven't you? Or no,
yes.
yeah, you've been rolling max
Yep.
damage every time.
I have a 50% chance to roll max.
All right, so he's looking really rough. Same thing though. He's gonna try and push you off and try and get you prone. 16 plus 5, so 21.
To
Against your athletics, yeah.
22.
Oh no!
yes.
And he pushes again, and you just put your hands on his shoulders and force him back down. Yeah.
Perfect. I'm gonna sidestep around him, so I'm have my back to the cage.
Mhm.
I want to grab him and slam him into the other side of the cage.
Okay. I'd say
Is that
moving the
grapple?
body. I'd say that'd be another athletics to try and
Okay.
get him off balance and into the cage wall.
21.
22. So you grapple it and you spin, and he comes out this way, but he manages to plant a foot, and he's looking pretty rough. Lots of blood coming out of his face from the headbutting, but he's got this determined look on his face as you guys are now just like bear hugging one another, trying to just ragdoll each other around.
Okay.
He's going to do a quick kick to your knee to try and bring you down. 15 to hit.
Nope.
And as he kicks, you kind of slide your leg out of the way. It goes clear through. He's now like right up against you, off balance.
Oh, perfect. Hold on. I want to grab his shoulder, push him back a bit, and just uppercut.
Uppercut. Roll for attack.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Nice.
Yeah, you didn't. You just needed to hit.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, roll damage. Just to see how brutal this is.
Nat 4 again, so that means
6 damage.
Well, yeah, it's a nat 20.
So as this guy comes in
Oh
off
yeah,
balance,
it's a crit. Yeah.
So
you didn't need the crit. You had 2 health
Four
left.
down.
12 damage. Boom.
Yeah, so as he comes in off balance, you just grab him, push him back, and take him right off of his feet.
Shoryuken.
As he arcs backwards like anime style,
Oh.
and just poof, eats shit.
Oh my
the clerics are already in the cage. They were like, oh my god, oh shit, that guy's dead. He's gonna be dead. And then they put their hands on him, and he kind of comes back, and says something in Draconic. Anybody speak Draconic?
Hold on. Ah, dang it, no.
Rats.
That was my other character. Dragonborn, so.
You, based on the tone, you gather he swore at you or something.
Shoot.
Or swore at the situation in general.
Can I just walk up and like put a hand down? I want to lift him up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you help him up, and he begrudgingly gives you a pat on the shoulder and kind of disheartenedly walks out, his tail flicking with kind of irritation, like how cats do when they're just pissed off. All right, you guys double the gold that you put down.
Sweet.
That was pretty lucrative.
Yo.
And the clerics come in and they heal you as well, full health.
Oh, perfect. I don't get that 10 HP though back. Is that at like the top of my hit points or like near the
Yeah,
bottom?
you don't get it back.
No.
It's
Okay.
the, it's
It's
the,
the one
it's the
point.
first thing
yeah.
that goes when you get damaged.
Okay.
I mean, we can go out in the alley and I can hit you with it again if you want, but
I mean, they're based on last time you were here, you know that they keep a pretty strict eye on that. Like, you did it well in advance, like at breakfast, so like there was nobody there to scrutinize, but they've got eyes here.
And I bet 1 HP wasn't very like noticeable. There wasn't any like sparks or anything.
Yeah. You come in just like glowing of radiant light.
I'm ready to
I'm not
fight.
cheating at all. All right, as you're coming to the edge of the ring and your fellows are collecting their money, you notice that the Goliath, who's now like a head and shoulders taller than anybody in the room,
Whoa.
is just eyeballing the situation, kind of curious. He doesn't seem to be drinking. He's just kind of standing. Seems kind of very self-contained, whereas like everything around him is just like party hardy. He seems very stoic.
Oh. I mean, does anyone else want to go? I don't want to like.
I'd get demolished in there. I'm not going to.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Jackson now comes up. Good fight, Heath. Just as good as the last time you were here. That's awesome. Great. I love it. Also made me a few bucks. I bet on you myself.
Nice.
Good man.
I noticed the big fellow's kind of back on his feet. You know, he's taking on 2, 3, 4 men at a time if you guys want to try a group fight. I'm sure he'd be interested. He hasn't turned one down yet. He doesn't even bet on himself. He just comes here because he likes to brawl.
I was gonna take him on alone.
Well, it's too early for me.
Falconer, you want
Considering my unarmed strike
I'll
only
take
does
team if
1
you want.
damage.
to Zodel and Falconer against the...
Oh, this is one for the ages. Oh, I'm excited.
Alright. So Falconer, you're...
Is everyone's unarmed strike the same, or is it just what's on our character sheet?
It's 1d4 halved plus your strength modifier.
So it's not what's on our character sheet, but it has to do with
Which
your
is 0 for me.
Yeah,
Yes, you would just be rolling a straight d4.
Yeah.
which is still half.
Which is still halved, yeah.
So yeah, I'm not gonna be much help.
One hit, one hit, one hit. Ankle bite, ankle
Right to
bite.
the knee.
All right, and I just want you all to know that this is my character.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh boy. Okay.
I made one for Gits and Shigs, and you might pop up here and there. I don't actually have a body for him.
I mean, this one already looks kind of.
Yeah, we'll just use that one again.
Okay.
All right. So, as you three, Falcon, are now like, all right, guys, are you betting? You guys making bets before you're in the ring?
I bet on the other
I'm
one.
weighing,
No.
I'm weighing my options here.
I know.
All right. So
Just in case I'm
the
right.
odds on this big fella are, if you're fighting him alone, it's 20 to 1. So if you win, you 20 times your gold.
Dang.
2 against him. That's still 10 to 1 odds.
I'm gonna bet 10 gold.
10 gold,
Yeah,
alright.
I'll throw 20 in.
20 gold, alright.
Oh,
You can
hold
see
on.
now as like this. So yeah, you double your gold if you bet on him and he wins. So with this is
I'm gonna bet 50 on these guys.
All right.
I already won the 50 or whatever.
so as this Goliath has to like duck under to get into the ring, you see like there's some people that are like now running out of the bar, and like you can hear them like down the street like Neo's fighting Morpheus, Neo's fighting Morpheus kind of shit. Just like people are coming, like people who are like about to like clamber back into their houses are like, oh fuck that, and they're shouting, Orin's fighting, Orin's fighting.
Orin?
Now Jackson, as you guys are getting in the ring, Falconer's got
His
his
name is Orin.
Orin, Orin. Jackson's getting like all hype manned up. He's taking bets and he's like, hey, ladies and gentlemen, he's back in the ring again. Orin Ironside. And then there's a ding of a bell. Roll initiative.
1. Nice.
Oh, jeez. 15.
Well, I rolled a natural 18. I haven't checked my modifiers yet. Plus 4.
Oh my god.
22. All right. So, as the bell goes off, Orin just kind of lumbers up into the middle, and he's kind of like stretching and pulling out his shoulders, and he takes a defensive stance.
Oh boy.
Hold on.
Jeez. If his. Hold on. He had a +4. If his dex is like. Hold on, it's not dex.
I think I've told Corey what my character is.
I don't think you have.
I do.
Krista knows.
I have an idea now that I've heard that. What it is.
All right, that's his turn.
My turn then?
Go hard.
I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
All right.
Coming from this back angle, sort of spiral around him. And I'm gonna just big like punch, and then I'm gonna come up with the left knee.
All right. So punch kind of like for the kidneys, and then like a knee to the stomach sort of thing.
Yeah.
Keep it on his side.
17.
17 does not hit. Second strike. So as your knee comes in, he just pushes a hand down, and your knee stops hard, like against stone. Or your punch, I mean. And now the knee come up to the stomach.
Yep. 22.
22. So the knee comes up, hits him in the guts. Same thing. It's like kneeing iron. There's a reason his last name is Ironside. Roll damage. That's good.
6 damage.
6 damage. So as you hit his guts, he kind of grunts a little bit, and he looks down at you, almost as if he's studying your movements as opposed to being concerned about the damage he's taken. All right, Falconer.
Alright. Is there a way that I can move that we're flanking him and get
You have
advantage?
30 movement, right?
Yeah.
30.
What?
You can't quite flank. You're one space away.
That's me.
Why is you?
Oh
fucking-
shit!
no.
Sorry, because I'm stupid. 5, 10, 15. Yeah, you're flanking.
Okay.
Because I'm dumb.
Then I will just try to do a little jab punch.
All right. So you get advantage because you're flanking.
Yep. So 18, 22.
Yep, that hits. Was that both rolls?
Yep. Yeah, 18 was the higher one. Or 22 is the higher one. Yep.
Oh,
Okay,
right.
So it's a D4 half plus my strength modifier.
Correct.
Okay, so that's 3 damage.
All right. So you do a quick jab, and he kind of almost lets it land. He's studying your form as it hits him in the chin, and your knuckles hurt for sure. This guy's built like a mountain. Do you have two-handed fighting?
I do.
Yeah, so you can get your second attack in there.
Nice. Or, well, I have two weapon fighting. Is that the same thing?
For unarmed, it's the same, right? Two-handed. That's how I see it. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Pop, pop, pop. Do a jab and hook.
Little jab.
Very conventional, like military boxing style.
Yep.
Nice.
So that's an 18 to hit.
18 just hits.
Nice. And another 3 damage.
3 damage. All right. So the jab comes in, crack on his chin. The hook comes in. Where are you hitting him with your second punch?
Into the ribs.
Into the ribs, whack, and that hurt almost more than punching his chin. All right, it is now his turn. All right, so against against Falconer. 14. So that's a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Alright. You take 8 bludgeoning damage.
Oy.
As after the hook, he just straight leopard paws you right into the face. He also has two-handed fighting. So I'll roll to see if that hits first. That's a nat 20.
Alright.
So that is 6 plus 4. Oh, 2. So
2
4.
plus 2 is 4.
4 plus
Yeah, I'm dead.
plus 4. What? How much HP do you have?
16.
All right, so yeah, he like leopard paws you and then immediately comes straight across with a chop to the neck. And Falconer goes limp. Okay.
Well, I tried.
He's then going to spend one of these to do a flurry of blows against you. 1 plus 6, 17 to hit.
That hits.
Alright. 6 damage. As soon as Falconer goes limp, he spins and chops you right, and it was going to be the neck, but you brought your shoulder up and just pummels your shoulder, and you're like, oh no. Oh no.
So he's
He's out, and he's spun to face you now.
shoot. Okay. I'm going to. I know I can't see the legs of this guy. There's no way. So I'm gonna
try.
No, I'm gonna loop around, come back here, and I'm gonna sort of crouch down, punch at the back of his leg, and then knee in that same spot right after another.
Okay. Roll to hit.
First one. That's a 8.
8 does not hit. So you punch at the back of the leg, and it almost seems like the muscles flex at the same time, and you just feel your knuckles pounding on stone.
Oh.
And again.
It's a straight roll for the second one then.
Yeah,
15.
The second one. And again, second hand comes in, and your knuckles are getting almost as sore as your body was from that hit. Like this guy's just a mountain of a human or of a Goliath. All right, he is going to. He's going to pick you up and throw you.
Well, I mean, there's no way
Athletics
he can.
Athletics check.
There's no possible and he does it, and he does it.
I only rolled 10 total.
I rolled a 6.
Oof. So as
Your
you pound.
athletic modifier is +3.
Oh no, it isn't. I rolled a 9.
9, just beat you. So as you pummel the back of his knee, he kind of reaches down and he grabs you by the scruff and he hoists you up, grabs your belt, and just boom, slams you onto the ground in front of him. So you are now knocked prone.
Shoot.
And yeah, we won't take any damage for that one. He like very deliberately just like flipped you, as opposed to like a slam. It was just like a poof, and you're on your back.
Oh.
And yeah,
So no damage?
no damage. He's being nice.
Huh. Okay. I'm gonna use half my movement to get up. And can I use a bonus action to kind of like do what he's doing and kind of like try and see what he's like, how he's fighting, I guess?
A bonus action to see how he's fighting?
Yeah, sort of like an insight or I don't know.
Yeah, you can make an insight check if you want.
Okay.
You don't have to take an action for it. Just
17.
17. You, in your history, have never seen anybody fight like this before. It's so flowing and graceful that it makes you like question everything you know about like your barbarian hack and slash. You're just like, huh, maybe I should learn to flow like the river.
Oh, like the river.
Yeah, it's just like very smooth. Like every time something comes in, it's very martial artist.
Oh, is this guy like a Goliath monk?
Maybe.
Oh, that would be cool. That's cool. Hold on, I'm gonna loop around and just sort of like super quick 1, 2 to like right in the side.
Right in the sides.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nope, doesn't hit.
Second attack. Man.
You guys
whap,
are over there.
Definitely doesn't hit.
As a whap whap, you're still just like wondering how you're not doing any damage as all your blows are landing. He's kind of almost letting them as he's waiting for his opening. And as your second shot comes in, he reaches out, elbows it out of the way, and then open palms you to the face. 13, 19 to hit.
Yeah, oh, I thought that was the damage for a second. I was like, oh my god.
So so 8 damage.
Blah.
As you just whop right in your forehead, and you feel your brain just rattling around in your skull. And then he has his second attack. So as you're going back, he slides his leg out, and he comes in, and he hits you right square in the solar plexus. That one misses, though. That's only a 14. So your momentum was a little bit, and you tried to like push back, and as the punch comes in, you feel it like just graze you. And then he's going to burn another key point for flurry of blows. Nat 1. And he kind of trips in the sand a little bit, and because of your momentum, you're now 5 feet away from him.
Ooh.
No attack of opportunity.
Hmm.
Your move.
I guess.
Oh, sorry, I need you to make a dex saving throw.
A saving
Or
throw.
actually, no. Never mind, that didn't hit.
Oh, it didn't?
No.
Nothing? That didn't hit?
Monks have a lot of shit to keep track of.
Yeah. Stunning strike, patient defense,
Well, and it's if
flurry of blows.
well, and if you hit somebody with like these special abilities, well, burning key, then each of them have like their own little thing that happens. So, like with the flurry of blows, it's like I can knock people prone if they save a throw. I can push them 15 feet, or I can make it so they can't use a reaction until the end of my next turn. And that's just flurry of blows.
I
That's the
think
one I've got so far.
I think along with the fact that I'm just so confused by his like fighting style and the possible concussion he just gave me, I'm going to step back. I'm gonna rage. I'm gonna run up. I'm going to drop kick the back of his knee.
Drop kick, like a two-handed flying drop kick, or just like
Yeah, like not like a run up and just like a big
Okay.
like step down.
okay, yep.
Yeah. Hold on. Turn on
Mule kick.
rage.
Oh,
A mule kick.
mule kick.
Sure. Yeah. That.
There's a technical word for it. I can't remember what it is though.
So.
Look at that suck.
Oh.
That's good.
Yeah. 21.
That'll hit.
Yes. So that means with the rage, 8 damage.
8 damage. Nice. So as you come flying back in, and he's kind of watching you, waiting to respond, and bam, you connect with the back of his knee. Where's my health? And it buckles a little bit, but not enough to take him to his knees. That was one of your attacks.
Oh, sweet. And I'm going to, after I do that, I am going to get up, spin around, and I'm still like sort of crouching. I'm going to spin around and just sort of like extend my foot to sort of like set him off balance right at the base of his foot.
Sure.
Like, sort of like stretch out his legs a bit.
All right.
Yeah, dang it. 16.
16.
Son of a 19.
So 16 to hit.
Oh, yeah, 16.
16 does not hit.
Ah.
So as you go to sweep the foot, he kind of just like lifts his knee up and you sweep through the sand.
Oh, gee.
All right. He 18 to hit.
Yeah.
And second attack, 24 to hit. Flurry of blows, misses. So, where's my shit? 7 damage and then 8 damage. As he comes overhand, Avatar style, and just double hits you right in the gut and the face at the same time.
His strength modifier is +6.
Yeah.
Dang.
Jesus. I'm gonna. Oh. Jeez.
Are you still up?
Yeah?
Jesus.
That was,
14 damage.
yeah.
Ah.
I'm surprised you're still up.
I'm like, oh my. For the first time, Zodell's like, what is this feeling? Regret? What is this? And she's like, alright, shakes it off, run up, and just like, big
Flying elbow.
and then like big like side
Do it.
punch. Ah! Oh my gosh. First one misses, and second one misses.
Yeah, he just sweeps you aside like you're a gust of wind.
Oh, hold on, that reminds me. What kind of attack was that big two-hand punch?
It was just 2 melee attacks.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like, what, piercing?
Oh, bludgeoning. Yeah,
I have a resistance to bludgeoning damage.
you do.
with
So,
rage.
so half. What was the first roll? The first roll was 7.
It was 7 and 8.
7 and 8.
So all of it together, that was
total
14. So that
total
means
of 8 damage. No, 7. 7 and 8
14
is
divided by 2 is
would have been 15 damage last time. 7 plus 8.
so, yeah.
It's 15, yeah.
oh
Yeah,
shoot.
so,
well,
so halved is 8. So
okay,
round
yeah.
up.
8. Phew, okay,
All right.
so both of them miss.
Both of those hit. Sweeps you aside. He's going to. I'm just going to roll. I'm going to burn my last key point.
Okay, I need to. Yeah, hold on. All these guys are bad. I need to break out the.
16 to hit on 1.
That is my armor class. So does that? Yes.
16 hits. 15 misses. And then my flurry of blows, another 15. So only one of his attacks landed. Nice. So that is another 7 points of damage as he fakes after you've just reeled, and then he ducks low and he drives his fist like right into the top of your knee.
And that's bludgeoning.
That's bludgeoning, yeah. It's
So that
all
means-
unarmed strike bludgeoning damage.
So that means only 3 or 4?
It was 6, 7 damage, so 4 damage.
4.
Yeah, you round up on half damage.
Oh,
Alright. 2 of his 3 attacks missed there, so.
oh, jeez.
You're doing better than I thought you would.
Yeah.
Gonna.
Throat punch him.
I'm gonna throw punch him, but I have to like. You know what? I am gonna do that. I'm gonna.
I mean, you're pretty big. You'd be able to hit him in the throat from where
Punch
you
him
are.
in the
He's-
dick.
I'm gonna run around,
Punch him in the dick.
run around, sort of like disorient him, and then while he's turning around, just like big neck punch.
Alright.
And that's why I chose you. 12.
12 total.
Yeah.
That's, yeah.
Plus your modifier.
Despite the fact
Yeah.
that you can reach, he is still pretty big, and as you do the big, he's like, and just ducks out of the way. Second
I
attack.
feel like Little Mac. 13.
13. So another punch, and he just pushes it away and out to the
I
side.
got you out of the bag, okay? You go back in.
Nice jail. All right. 19 to hit,
Yeah.
23 to hit, and I'm out of flurry of blows.
I'm going down. I'm going all the way down.
8 and 7. So another 15 bludgeoning total, halved to 8.
Okay.
As
So.
he just leopard paws you, and then as he goes for another leopard paw on the left, He fakes you out and then elbows you across the face.
Relentless endurance. I am at 1 hit point. I'm back up. Does he look surprised at all that I'm still like up? Is he showing any emotion?
He's very stoic in battle. Like you can see sweat on his face, but it's very expressionless. This is very ritualistic to him. You can tell like this is something he spends a lot of time doing. Is just fighting to practice his form and technique.
Huh.
But only one thing you can do.
I'm gonna
Well, you're the one that hopped down.
aim for like the back of his shoulder joint. I'm just gonna bang, bang.
Okay.
18.
18 hits.
Yes.
Just barely.
So and that 20 for the second one.
Nice.
Oh my god! Oh my god.
On the second one, he's going to use Stone's Endurance, but we'll get to that.
Well, that's just great. And one
Strength.
plus strength.
Rage.
Wait, hold on. You said it was plus strength?
Yeah, it's plus your unarmed is plus your strength modifier, is it not?
Oh yes, it is. Okay, so that means 5, 7. 7 damage for the first
Do
one.
you get bonus damage for raging, or
Yes, I do.
you're bad at it
Alright.
right now?
Yeah, I did that.
7 damage as you hit him in the shoulder, and you see for the first time a visible flinch.
Oh jeez. And then second one with the nat 20.
Just 1 second, I gotta pull down Stone's Endurance.
I keep thinking my bag is T'Challa.
Okay, go ahead and roll for your damage.
Roll damage for the nat 20.
Ah. So 5.
1, 2.
So
So
14.
Yeah. 2 plus no.
No,
2.
you
only-
double
you
the
only double
dice,
the
not
dice.
the.
Oh, double the dice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not the modifier. No, so whatever you
I was
roll,
thinking
you,
of the sneak attack.
you roll the
No, you
ones.
rolled a 1, so that's 2.
That's 2.
Oh,
And you have
okay.
your strength and your
Okay.
rage.
So
bonus.
2 plus 4, right? Your strength
So
modifier
then
is
8.
4.
8.
He reduces the damage dealt to him by 9, so he takes no damage. You can only do that once, though.
You know, else I can only do once? Get to 1 hit point. I am.
He only rolled a 16 or a 14 on
Those
that
are
attack,
misses.
and an 11 on that
Misses
one.
too.
Okay. I
You
was
got
so,
it, Soda!
I was so
You can
flabbergasted.
do it!
Sweep the leg.
I am going
punch.
to. I've been aiming for his back. I feel like he's noticing that, so I'm gonna run up straight to his front, and I'm gonna swing around and right in the throat.
All right.
No,
What was it?
that was a 9 and an 8. Nope, I'm good.
All right. So as you go to strike, he just. Wow. Jesus Christ.
Get
13
back.
Misses.
Get
and
back.
nat 20.
No.
So his first
Soda's
jab,
dead.
his first
Over.
jab goes
It's
out,
over.
and you just manage to get your head out of the way, and then he returns suit with a lever claw right to your throat. I'm just curious to see what damage would be on this.
Oh.
Oh Jesus!
4, so 10 throat bludgeoning damage, and you taste blood as it erupts out of your mouth. Clerics are like screaming, ah! And like running in, like, that's gonna kill him, that's gonna kill him, and they're putting their hands on you, and as you're like starting to see white and everything just focuses to like a pinprick, you
Dad?
come back up and you're just in a pile of your own blood on the ground.
Oh
Goliath is already walking out of the ring, like wiping his hands on his clothes. As the clerics are trying to like catch up to him, like, wait, you're hurt. But let me. There you go.
Get me a drink. Oh my god. Yeah,
All right.
I'm up out of there. I am.
How many hit points did he have left?
Easy come, easy
Not
go.
Yeah, he has 36 health total.
So. Yeah, that's gone. Oh jeez.
Hey, buddy.
So that healing thing was it just for hit points?
For what thing?
The cleric?
Yeah. What did
Yeah,
it?
you don't get your rage back.
No, yeah, they just heal your.
I don't care about the rage. I want the 1 hit point thing back.
Oh no, you have to rest for that.
Mhm.
Let's just say with my false life. That was a spell slot for
Yeah.
1 hit point.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Come on. All right. The crowd's losing their shit. You can kind of tell, like, they're like for a minute there was a bunch of people like, oh no, you got him. Orin, and he seems like totally unperturbed by it. He just kind of like walks back to where he was in the corner before and picks up the same towel and like cleans himself off. His posture's like very, very proper. What are we doing now?
Nice try, Sodal. Nice try.
Did you want to go talk to him, or you want
That was awesome.
to go see if you can get his number?
I do want to talk to this guy. Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah. I have a drink in my hand by now, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you can just like swing by the bar and
Heck yeah.
toss a coin, grab a drink. They basically just like have them pre-poured. Like,
Perfect.
They're just handing them out.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab an ale and I'm gonna walk up to this Orem character and you'll be like, I say that.
You just say
No, I don't say anything. I just
Oh.
walk up and I sit.
Just, yeah.
Greetings, sister.
And you as well. That was some mighty fighting warrior.
It is my life and my passion.
I must ask, where did you learn such unorthodox moves?
My sect is from the mountains of Yushun. There we practice all nature of martial form and discipline.
Mountains of what?
Yushun.
You should.
Y-U-U-SH.
Way off. Y-U-U. S-H.
U-U-N.
U-U. There's a lot of U's in that.
You should.
Falconer, make a history check. I mean, presuming you're there hearing this conversation.
Yeah, 20.
20? Yeah, so you know about Yushun. From your part of the continent, it's far in the north and is known to be sort of like a holy land. A place where there's lots of monkeries. I don't know what they're called. Monasteries.
Yeah, monkeries.
Yeah, and
I like that better.
And like rumors of... there are people from your lands, paladin sort of lands, that make pilgrimages up into Yushun in search of like
Someone's gonna bite out of it.
a holy...
There's one in there that looks like it's gonna bite it.
a holy path
Exactly.
/ like holy mission, or to find their way into what is perceived by lots as like the holy lands and the gates to heaven.
Yeah.
Oh. That fight was very enlightening.
I am glad I could have been of service.
I bow and I just sit there. It was great.
He bows in return.
Sweet.
You like come up to this guy's knee.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like 8 foot tall.
Yes, that fight was very entertaining. Worth all the money that I lost.
Now, it's not my fault you bet 50 gold.
I am sorry for lightening your curse.
That's fine.
One tier, just
This land is interesting to me that one places gold on such a sacred rite.
I'm fine to leave if you guys want to do the mercenary stuff.
Gonna go check out the
Go to Merkimer.
mark.
Yeah, with 4 winds, you guys can just pop in there, see if anybody's heard anything first.
Yeah, we can do that too. Is it on the way or?
And it's very much out of the way. You could
Yeah.
go to Merkimer first.
Okay. Let's mark them up.
Let's kill some hobgoblins.
That way if we learn anything then maybe we can do it.
Cool.
When Brett's around.
You said his name was Orin?
Orin.
Yeah.
O-R-I-N.
Ironside.
Ironside.
Oh. My S looks a little like an R. I had Iron Ride.
He's probably that as well. this is just for you guys, so don't write it down. But he is, he is a Goliath monk of above average Goliath intelligence, as he was discovered abandoned as a baby in the mountains of Yushun and taken into this monastery and trained from a very young age to read and write and to follow, his monasteric slash monk path. Yeah.
Before we leave, can I ask him if is there any chance I can learn from your teachings?
Perhaps. I am still but a student in my own right. It would not be wholly proper for me to teach you our ways, but I could give some passing advice. Keep your knees bent, your stance wide, and use your opponent's movement against them. Momentum is a powerful force.
I'll keep you in mind, Boren. And let's go.
Autobots, roll out.
Alright.
All right, so as you guys are walking to Merkimer, I need you all to roll a perception check.
19.
18.
Not 20.
6.
Oh
So everybody but Falconer, at this point, they notice disappearing down an alley a whip of a brown cape. And it takes you about another half a block or so before you realize Riordan's not with you anymore.
Oh, I didn't know he was with me. That's why I put him up here.
No, he was with you guys, yeah.
Okay.
Need you all to make a. Actually, no. This one. So now, like after half a block, what primarily starts to make you guys take notice, Falconer, you in particular, curious. You start scratching at the not the holy symbol, at the symbol that's on your guys' chest, and the rest of you have noticed like it started to burn and tingle a little bit in Riordan's absence. It's gotten quite uncomfortable. Not debilitating, but it's kind of like having a fresh tattoo, where like it stings and it kind of itches and you want to scratch it, but you know that that's kind of fruitless.
I know exactly how that feels.
It's kind of like, you ever played just like slapping games? Slap the arm real hard.
Okay, yeah,
just
yeah,
like that following burning tingle, except it doesn't fade.
Okay. Yeah, I can imagine that.
Yeah. But yeah, very specifically just on the lines and the dots and the characters in the symbol.
Interesting. Should we go after him?
At this point, you guys have gone, like, you walked for like 5 minutes before you're like, I saw something like swish out of the corner of your eye, and you're like, oh, okay. And then you're like 5 minutes later, like, oh, yeah, where'd that fucker go? So, I mean, he could be a long ways away by now. You have no idea what pulled him off of his current path.
We wandered around until our symbols stopped itching, then maybe we'd be close to him again.
This is true.
Based on like how it's going, does it seem like it's going to get like very painful the more like the further we get?
Normally, yes, but because Brett can't be here, today it's just mildly unbearable.
Alright, well, yeah, I wouldn't know where to look for him. Or even if I would know that this is why the symbol's itchy.
The last time this happened was when Zodell jumped on the boat and the boat took off. And all of you sensed the burning sensation at that point.
Well, that's what that was. I was just.
I think you were the only one that didn't notice it when we rolled on the boats, but you were busy just like, what am I doing with this thing?
Yeah, I don't know. Continue on our way.
Continue forward, I guess.
All right.
Since we
So you guys-
know where he is.
You guys get to Merkimer. Who's going in first?
Oh no.
Who touches? No.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I don't want to touch the doorknob.
I'm gonna like pinky, door handle.
Nothing happens.
Oh, wonderful. Open it.
As you open the door,
Oh, great.
no, you walk inside.
Wait, like,
Not every doorknob. That was just for fun.
Just the 1 to the 4 wins every time we go in
No,
there.
it happened to you guys here before too.
Yeah, it happened at the market.
All right, you walk in.
Oh, we gotta talk to what's his face,
What?
the Sal King of Metal Hand Mike.
Oh yeah, Brock, half hand.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't like
Okay.
me, so you guys can talk to him.
oh yeah.
He was a little sore at losing his title, yeah. There we go. Grunty boy. All right, so as you come in, Brock is there. He's napping. He's kind of like leaning back. He's got his feet up on the counter, and it's kind of odd because the counter's like human chest height, and somehow he's got his feet up on it, and you can still see the top of his head. Make an investigation check. That one. As you go to like lean around the side of the counter, you slip and fall and you just eat shit and you. What the fuck? What do you want? What are you doing here?
We're back to take more of your money.
I'm always glad to hear that.
Something about hobgoblins.
Those pesky fucks. Screwing around with the local farms and villages. They're almost as bad as the bloody bandits. Go away, you. I'm just trying to find. Oh my god. This mouse pad is so sensitive sometimes. So he hops down, and you can see now the rest of you that are not gnome size, and Arya's like sheepishly getting up off of the ground and
Dusting myself
kind of like
off.
subtly dusting off of her cloak as Brock's like looking over at her. Still a little bit of a in his eye. He walks down. He's got like this custom-made stool that's got like a set of stairs up so that it's high up, so he can like sit on it and have his feet up on the counter, just as sort of like a bravado thing. He climbs down. He goes around the corner to where he has all these files and crumpled up papers for contracts. Where is it? Okay, so these pesky bastards have been, it's a small band, but they've been poking at places like Shoreway and Willow Spring, kind of up and down the coast, little smaller areas and towns. They've hit a small wagon or two, not typically merchant level, they're not that proficient, but since you guys are still young and coming up in it, I'd say this would be a good contract for you. They normally come out at night. He hands you a piece of paper. Right. Hobgoblins, it's worth 300 gold.
300 gold.
He tells you that they kind of skirt the edges of Calliope. It's just a small band, and they've been hitting places like, they tried to hit Sven's farm one time, just so you guys know, and Sven decapitated one of them, so they haven't gone back there before, or again.
Nice.
But Shoreway, like after in addition to their small goblin problem that they've been having, they've had a couple of small raids on the orchards, a couple of chickens and horses killed or stolen. Similar reports from southern, just kind of northern, southern, skirting kind of roving band, kind of not very well organized, just kind of looking for whatever plunder and pillage they can gather, possibly to impress a larger group of hobgoblins into letting them into their folds, or maybe they're just dumb.
Okay.
And I've got another one here. Oh, this one's actually a little bit more high priority. It's actually in the old, from what I hear. Oh, and he kind of pauses as he unfolds a piece of the paper. This one actually comes straight from the castle. It's got the Duke's royal seal on it. You actually have to go to the castle to have the hunt initiated. and they can give you more information there. A bit more high priority. You might be up for it, and he kind of takes it and he flips through and he sees he's got a couple copies, so he hands you a copy of it. This one's worth, and it only has a monetary value on it of 550 gold. But yeah, you do have to take this to gain access to the palace, or to the castle, and have it initiated by the Duke. Damien Raycost and Gradles Linwood.
The Thieves Guild guy.
He's the
Yeah,
Duke. He's the Duke of
Yeah.
Calliope, yeah. Every time his name comes up, Sadell's just like, ugh, this Pratt.
At least he's not Seema.
Well,
Sorry, Seema was the Duke. Oh my. Wait. No.
You guys don't know anything about Seema, really. You know that every other member of the Thieves Guild had a title. There was an Earl, a Baroness, a Duke, Merchant King of the Seas.
well,
I swear, he's like his kid.
group
or something.
votes. We can do the easy hobgoblins for 350, or we can go up to the castle and see what they want for 550.
It is like still only like 7:30 in the morning.
I mean, you said the hobgoblins only come out.
Well, actually, it'd be closer to 8. By the time you guys got to Bloods and Suds, it was about an hour of fighting, half an hour here. So yeah, about 8 in the morning. The streets are starting to bustle. All the merchant stands are starting to pop up, and then the sounds of
Yeah, I
vending
mean,
bus.
it can't hurt to go check out what it is, the castle. We've got the day.
Yeah, we can see what it is and decide if we want to do it. Might, if we complete it, Damien might be a little bit more impressed with us, considering how we entered the Thieves Guild.
True. I know you don't like him that much, so
I'm fine.
You're gonna have to learn to deal with royalty eventually.
He didn't turn me into a rat for one.
That was Seema.
Yes, I know.
and he got us our gold back.
He's the most bearable one.
I made Seema's character card this week.
Yeah, I heard.
Oh, she's gonna be crazy.
All right,
Castle?
to the castle.
To the castle.
Should we hit the? Where's the Four Winds? Should we stop in there first?
So the castle's on like the main thoroughfare. If you go past the castle, it goes up and over to the Four Winds. You could go from the castle straight to the Four Winds pretty easily.
Oh.
You guys have chosen this nice kind of triangular swooping path to where you're going. Kind of up from the half in, half out, then over down to the castle, and then over to the Four Winds.
And the castle is here in town.
Yeah, it's right in the center of town.
Oh.
You guys,
Yeah, look, see that big building right up there?
Oh.
That's the castle.
it is quite a lavish castle. Yeah,
The big stone building,
it's
bunch
like
of peaks.
it's all like white stone, like white brick built, like very. I probably have a name for what it's called in the book, but like as you sail up to Alan or to Calliope, you can see it's just like this giant white spiry structure that's like, yeah, just stands out against the horizon.
All right. Shall we go unless we've got something else we want to do?
Nope. Let's go to the castle.
All right, you guys start making your way to the castle. I was right. All right, so as you guys approach the castle, you come down the main thoroughfare. Corey, I want you to make a perception check. Not Corey, Magnus.
16 plus whatever.
16, 18.
18. You notice a flicker of shadows. You're looking around at your companions to kind of see if they're noticing. It seems to be very specific to you.
Okay.
All right. You go up to the castle. At the outside gates, there's guards, and they're bright silver. They're kind of like the armor's kind of almost like the armor from the guards of Minas Tirith in Lord of the Rings. Very kind of silvery pointed plate mail or a plate and mail, sort of just like very bright, shiny, big spears, swords at their hip, shields. As you approach and you show them the contract thing, they let you in through the outside gate and direct you down that way, to the left, take you into the main corridor. Third door on your left is the Duke's unofficial offices.
Thank you.
Enjoy the festival.
We have.
Me too. Except for today, fucking bloody day shift. Alright.
All the good stuff's at night anyway.
Yes. That's a man of true partying fashion right there. He says as he kind of eyeballs your black garb and sallow face. Alright.
I've heard.
Alright, you guys make your way to
Yeah.
the offices?
We'll go down the corridor and
Yep.
hang a left and go to the third door
Right?
on the right.
Yep, and it says offices of Duke Neruda.
Alright, just gotta be the place.
Right?
Should we
Party
rock?
knocks.
Okay.
I'm just imagining his nameplate like goes off the door.
Too many names.
Did you watch Guardians yet?
No, I'm getting there.
There's a joke I could have said,
What?
but it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Alright, so Arya knocks with her little fist. And you hear some shuffling and some grumbling, and the door opens, and there's this really frail, like he's almost in butler uniform, but like a little bit more color to it. White gloves, like balding, slicked back, gray hair, very hunched back, and he's got his hands folded in front of him. Yes!
We're here to see the Duke about contract.
Yes. He holds his hand out for it. And he pulls out like this tiny little pair of spectacles and puts them on his nose.
Dumbledore.
And then, yes, oh yes, come in. And he's got like this very like visible, like shaky, he's like in his late 80s.
Sorry I didn't catch your name.
Yes, I will have to think of what it is. Give me a second.
I'm gonna call him
He's
Tiny.
Laura Croft's butler.
Bitterman. Because why not?
Bitterman?
Bitterman, yes.
Or a bit of men.
Beetle Man?
No, Chances Bitterman. I have been the Duke's humble servant and advisor
That says Chanet.
ever since he rose into the dukedom.
Chance Bitterman.
Chances.
I mean, at least it's not the Duke, you know. At least it's not Seema. I don't even care anymore.
You guys got fucked hard that first day. The Duke is in the King's chambers. Just one moment. And he goes over and he starts rifling through it, and there's just like a desk with just hundreds and hundreds of files and papers and silvery knickknacks and paperweights, and the walls are just like covered in like beautiful artwork. Against the back wall is a beautifully silver framed piece of artwork of a massive white dragon. Just like in conflict. It's just like something it's got like a little artist signature in the bottom corner, and it's immaculate. The shading, the painting, it's just beautiful. So he's like shuffling through the stuff on the desk, and he pulls out, no, he pulls out and he unrolls this like really stubborn, like dry piece of parchment. Yes, all right, and he tucks it under his arm. This way, and he starts to shuffle down the hallway at like a quarter of your guys' walking speed. Like it's almost unbearable.
Oh my
and
gosh.
as other people are like passing, he's like, yes, good day, lady. Oh, good morning, young one. Yes, and how are the children? Oh, good. Just off to see the king. and he kind of takes you down this long spiraling, or like long segmented pieces of hallway up into like this massive set of doors. And as he comes up to it, he kind of grabs the great big rung and.
Oh my gosh. I want to do it. I'm going to do it.
Oh, thank you, young lady. And you open the door. As you touch the door,
No, I swear.
So, making it look super easy.
Nope.
This
Enemies door.
this well-oiled door like glides
Oh my
open like nobody's business. Oh yes,
Heal one hit.
I miss my youth. And he shambles in. And
I'm just thinking, oh, someone I can finally keep up with. I won't be speed.
yeah, Ari's just like, this is perfect. So as the door opens, there's a long red carpet all the way down up into some raised dioceses. There's a great big throne. Behind the throne, there's several smaller seats, and there's a couple of people just kind of in like plain, like noble clothing, but they're all just kind of sitting or kind of standing, leaning. As the one you do recognize, Damien Rakos and Gradons Neruda, is in deep conversation with another extremely lavish, long blonde hair individual, like gold and silver kind of. Not really armor, more decorative. Like it wouldn't probably do much in a battle, but it certainly makes him look impressive. And he's, having met Silas and Salem, he's about in between their heights. Like if you lined them up side by side, there would be a nice cascade.
Am I still taller than Silas?
You're taller than Silas. You're not taller than Salem.
Oh, sorry. yeah,
Salem's the big one, and he's big. Like he's almost 7 feet tall.
So the Duke is talking to a blonde-haired man in armor?
It's like decorative. You would assume that this person he's standing right in front of the throne, is probably the king of Amour.
Oh.
He's got like a very thin silver circlet on, nothing too lavish.
Oh, I like that one.
And you can see that they're kind of like talking, and the king's got kind of a worried look on his face.
Okay. We'll wait until we're announced.
Does the butler?
Yeah, so you're all standing there, and Butler's kind of just like waiting for somebody to notice him, and one of the people at one of the smaller chairs behind the throne kind of, and the king and Damien kind of look over at the door. My lord, Damien and King, I am here to announce the arrival of. Oh, I'm terribly sorry, I forgot to ask your party's name.
Amour Ventis.
Amour Ventis, the people. Yes. And he kind of starts shuffling up to Damien.
Amour Ventis.
Ah, yes, I've met this troop of individuals before. Thank you, Goodman. Pray tell, what is their business here? And he takes about another minute getting all the way up there. So you guys are all just kind of like really slowly walking up behind him, and he extends his shaking
Take
hand.
like 3 steps, and it's like a 10-second wait.
As he takes the original piece of paper you guys gave him and the rolled up piece of parchment, and he hands it out. Yeah, my lord. And he kind of does a little bow and refolds his hands. Oh yes, I should have known you would be brave enough for this contract. Excellent, excellent. You guys must have been exercising regularly and wholeheartedly during the festival. And he unrolls the... Yes, all right. And the king is kind of slumped back down onto his seat.
Do we know what the king's name is?
My apologies. My lord, Cillian.
Sillian.
No last name. My lord, Cillian, king of Alanor. Meet my up-and-coming friends here. Amour Ventis, the young one, Aria.
Your Highness.
This bleak-looking gentleman, Magnus. This Zodel. And you, my most favorite of the bunch, your flash and glamour. This here is Falconer Hearts. What's your fucking last name?
Lionheart?
Lionheart.
Start.
Roseheart. Falconer Roseheart. You seem to be missing a member. He's not dead already, is he?
No,
He might be.
he was on agenda today.
Ah, yes. One must take time to care for oneself. I'm so glad you're here.
See either like some sort of like maybe he knows what Riordan's up to. Maybe
Make
he
an insight
has him
check.
on like a little secret mission thing.
Oh, yeah.
13 plus 18.
Oh.
Nice.
You want me to whisper it, or you guys just want to pretend not to hear?
That's up to you.
I mean, you can do the cool whispers thing.
Okay.
Today's sponsor is brought to you by NordVPN. Surf the net with over 100. I'm making up words. I don't know what NordVPN does actually.
Almost just like us, so.
Okay.
Yes, let's get on with it. What is this the contract about the old brother house? The king now finally interjects. Yes, my lord.
Chance to look at it.
No, it's very like the
Didn't say
piece of
anything.
I think
parchment.
he was asking Damien.
Yeah.
The king was asking Damien.
Yes, my lord. I put forth the contract immediately as soon as the news came to our attention. I still have scouts in the area, keeping an eye out and directing all those away. But this is the first group of adventurers that have inquired about this, and in record time, I should say. Yes. All right, just get it done. We can't have any more of this. Please walk with me. He kind of gestures for all of you to come with him, and he starts to head back out of the throne room. The king seems pretty perturbed by something. Like their conversation seemed almost a little heated when you guys arrived.
So what does this contract involve?
So, good show. What show? I haven't seen that show. Good show. All right. As he takes you guys out, you, at like your normal walking pace, and then the entire time this conversation has been taking place, you guys still catch up to Bitterman and pass him going down the hallway. Yes, I'll see you back at the offices, my lord.
What?
As he's just slowly
Scoop him up.
slowly shuffling. Like he knows everybody, right? Like as a lady, oh my lady, good morning. So yes, sir. And then, oh yeah, and the funeral. I was so sorry to hear about your pappy.
And I'm running.
Yeah.
See you later.
Shit. This is regular pace now. God damn it. So you guys make your way, and as you're walking back towards his offices, he's kind of starts to grumble a little bit. And says, it's terrible business, this contract. The king came to me straight last night, pulled me out of my own regular duties. As you know, I'm a bit of a shyster and a thief. This is altogether entirely different. But the king needed my help in confidence to resolve this terrible issue.
You mentioned something about a brother.
Yes. Are you familiar with Prince Merrick of Derelium
Yeah.
and his Brotherhood gang?
I'm not familiar with the Brotherhood gang.
You would know Prince Merrick's troop, like his little like elite platoon. You don't know this. I hear you typing. But you know this, and Arya knows this, that
Yeah.
Merrick's troop, they're called the Brotherhood, and you know that they're in Dara and Dorino, where you're from. There are these singular buildings that are kind of like a manor / barracks just for Merrick and his troop. So now you're learning that there is one here in Calliope as well.
And there's houses in Calliope, and what are the other two places?
So the capital city of Derelium, Dara, and your hometown, Dorino, which is like the sister capital city. And they're known to be quite lavish, but mostly abandoned like a lot of the time. Merrick and his troop, his Brotherhood, when they're in those kind of vicinities, will use those as like their base of operations. They're just like filled with booze and weapons, and like kind of provisions, anything. Dorino's really close to the Solar Mountains, so it's kind of like where they would gather their shit before heading out kind of more into dangerous territory. So yeah. Yes, the brother house here has been mainly abandoned for the last 5 years. It's fallen on a bit of disrepair, if you ask me. And the larger problem is that over the last week or so, plaguing this festival, some children have been going missing while playing in the area. One of which is the king's nephew just last night.
Oh no. That's Xander's. Her dad doesn't care.
At least you're honest. It is a bit of a pickle. We've sent in a couple of soldiers and haven't come back out. And, yes, the king has prompted me to set a contract for adventurers, heroes of the like, that are maybe perhaps more capable than the city guard.
Okay. It's been used in like 5 years. Okay.
Now, the king has actually set forth an interesting addendum to this contract. Since the disuse of the property and the need, well, the great need to get and find his nephew, he is offering ownership of the property to any who can solve the problem.
None of the cats wanted.
So, I'm confused. Isn't what's his face in town already?
You don't know if they're still in town.
Silas and Salem?
Yeah.
You saw them
Weren't they?
You saw them yesterday, but they mentioned
they've been using the house.
no. They stayed at the castle, and they were here by themselves.
They're basically the princes, so
Yeah.
they
Oh, they're
would
not
stay
part
at-
of the Brotherhood.
They are, but I mean, if they're just there by themselves, they just stay at the
like
at the
Calliope is
castle.
like their hometown.
Yeah,
So they would just stay at the castle.
yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah. The Brotherhood haven't really been in Eleanor in like a long time, like since their training days. So since the house was kind of
Gotcha.
the house was gifted to them back in the day. No paperwork of ownership signed. It was just sort of an informal agreement. But seeing as that they're no longer around, or if they are, they're immediately sailing out or staying in the castle, and raiding the king's wine stocks. My wine stocks. I helped him collect most of those, but besides the point. So, yes, and as I said, it is in a state of disrepair, and there is potentially something nefarious going on there, but, I mean, it was once a nice property.
Alright. Do you have a key or anything to get us in, or?
I'm afraid I do not. The last time I was there was never. And I don't know of any of the Brotherhood having keys. Silas and Salem I haven't seen since yesterday morn.
Being someone of your skill set, do you have some sort of other way of getting into the building for
I
the
can-
ones that are not as adept at slipping past locked doors and stuff?
I could send an associate to meet you and help you gain access to the property. That's a little unorthodox, but I can make sure that aid is available for the entry to the building. As far as further aid, I could not say.
Let's see. Hopefully not Seema.
I will have to see who's available.
Nah.
I know most of the High Five are either wrapping up their festival.
The high five.
Yeah, that's what he said their name was.
I forgot.
They're mostly wrapping up here at the festival. Estefania and I mainly come for the carousing, or she mainly comes for the carousing. And of course, Reginald Tuke and Mr. Nimbus are here always to try and garner new business arrangements with the people who come in and out for the festival. And Bjorn Scorn is just the weirdest cat you've ever met. Mixes his wine with cow's blood, did you know?
Gross.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's a
Same.
bit of a metallic taste. Had me try it once. Not for my liking.
Alright, well,
Which direction is this house? How far is it?
It's the brother house, which I guess if you survive, you'd be free to name, is at the very southern point of the city, where the city wall and the docks begin. So it's kind of like, it's almost like a crescent moon shape going along the coast.
Mm-hmm.
It's right down here.
Alright. Yeah.
All right. Further notes, as you now are back to his office and he's rummaging around on his desk. I really must have a bit of tidy this mess up one of these days. Finds a quill, and he takes the really brittle, like rolled up, an old piece of paper that he just like found and scribbled the details of this on for the king the night before, and he writes a few things down. This will grant you access past the guards that are keeping an eye on the property. Most of these incidents have been happening in the dusk or twilight, so I'm sure you could feel free to poke around the place in the light, but as far as our reports have come in, seems pretty inactive during the daytime.
Yeah.
I do love your tattoo. Symbol. Some Elvish in there.
Oh, wait. Do you recognize the symbol at all?
Not the symbol in its entirety, no, but that symbol there is Elvish. That one is Dwarvish.
Oh, my character can speak Dwarvish at least.
It's
What's your intelligence?
8.
Point taken.
No, what is it?
8.
Can you read?
I've read in places that like if your intelligence is 8, you can understand things, but you're pretty much considered illiterate.
Oh.
But that's right at 8. So
Based
Oh,
off,
9.
I was gonna say, even if it was 8, based off of like who you lived with, transpired with, and your backstory, they probably would have done a little bit to help educate you.
Oh.
Yeah, like
Okay.
probably like you would have
pushing you to 9.
They probably would have educated you at your own reluctance. You would have been like, oh, fine.
Yeah.
I guess if I need to be able to read this for the yeah. Okay, so yeah, it's just a symbol. It's Dwarven in nature, but it doesn't mean anything to you.
Oh, okay.
There's sort of just like different cadences to the scripts of each of the languages where you could see something and be like, oh, that's Elvish, but I don't know what it means, just based off of how it's constructed and relayed. But no, he doesn't know what the symbol means. He just sees a couple of, it's like, that's Elvish, that's Dwarvish.
Oh, so he can't.
Best I can do, I'm afraid. It is very lovely, though.
Yes.
All right. Well, let's say between 8 and 10 this evening, I'll arrange for one of our associates to meet you at the Brother House. Show that to the guards, they'll let you by. Now making sure no more disappearances occur until the event can be resolved.
Very well. Well, we have time. We could do something else before we go, or we could just go and try and investigate, see if we can find any clues, or...
I mean, if it's on the coastline, we could go to the Four Winds.
Yeah, we could hit the Four Winds first, and then...
They're, like, as far as the coast of the city, they're on opposite ends.
Oh.
The Four Winds is at the very north, and the Brother House is at the very south.
I mean, what time is it now?
Oh, we can go to the Four Winds and then maybe do some festival stuff in the middle and then
Yeah, it's
that
about...
works.
Let's see, you guys left the Merkimer at about 8, 9, 10:30, 11-ish. Just off of walking time and...
And how long would it take to get to Four Winds?
From here to the Four Winds, probably like a 20-minute, half-an-hour walk.
Okay, and then from Four Winds all the way down to the Brotherhood House?
That's probably like a 2-hour walk.
So,
It's kind of a long, skinny city.
Maybe we can get a taxi, and then an Uber.
I mean, you guys have a ship.
oh yeah.
We could.
Is it a very like
the ship
coastal?
is...
It's at the Four Winds.
Yeah,
100
maybe
gold
we
a
can
week.
get like some boating practice in.
And we could sail down
Just
to the
sail
Brotherhood
the
House.
coast.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm
mean,
game for that.
yeah,
How
that
about
would
you,
be fun.
Falconer?
yep,
Alright,
do it up.
let's
Yeah.
try it.
All right. So Damien waves you off. Bitterman, escort them to the exit.
Thanks, Dan.
But we got it.
Are you sure it's no trouble?
No, it's fine.
It's been a pleasure.
I think
Thanks,
I remember the way.
Darling, your hair is the most beautiful I've seen
Thank you.
in a while. All right.
Okay. We'll
Cheerio.
head out
Nice
the door
walking,
that's
Vicky.
third on the right, and then we'll head back down the corridor, and then we'll hang a left, head down that corridor, and then out the main gate, past the guy
You got a big
that
memory.
wanted to go
Go to the festival.
go to the festival instead of work today.
Yeah. As you're... Okay. That's the north exit to the castle, so now you have to walk around the castle.
Wow, way to go.
You can get directions for Bitterman
I
if you
mean,
want.
it's probably still faster than having Bitterman tickets.
Yeah.
All right, the guard kind of nods and tips his spear at you a little bit as you guys come out.
Enjoy the festival tonight.
And use well, little one.
We will.
All right. It's probably closer to a 45-minute walk now, going out and around the castle. You go past Dernick's shop, and on the way to the Four Winds.
What?
Did he have any sort of like magical type dealings here?
Dernick?
Or yeah.
Dernick,
Is strictly.
he's strictly a smith. He kind of keeps it on the low key. Polgar, his wife, does all the magic stuff because,
Okay.
yeah, she's kind of like just
Equipment wise, compared to my just plain Jane mundane stuff, would he have anything that would have caught my eye interest wise?
What do you have on for armor right now?
I believe I have just black leather armor.
Black leather armor.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't have anything custom made. What's the advantages of your leather armor? It's your dex modifier?
Yeah, or just regular armor class 11.
That's what your
and
armor class
then
is?
my dex. Yeah, and the only customization I have to it is it's been dyed black.
So yeah, if you want to stop, you can peruse his wares.
While that's happening, can I actually talk to Polgra?
Yeah, so as you guys like come up to the intersection, you can split off and go one way around to Polga
Sure.
as they go down to Dernick's shop, and then both of those streets will kind of meet back up at the Four
Oh,
Winds.
perfect. I wanted to talk to her about that, like, if there was a way I could, like, not just purchase an obsidian axe, but sort of just, like, add to mine, like, sort of just, like, obsidian, like,
Top
dip.
coat.
Yeah, top, yeah, yes.
Okay, let's deal with this armor first.
Okay.
So as you start talking to Dernick, he kind of gestures the half-elf worker that he's got back there, and you notice based on their stations, like there's Dernick making all the regular stuff. There's the dwarf that's kind of assisting with the metal workings, and then the half-elf is sort of working with all the leathers and the straps and stuff. Like they've got a very nice working arrangement going on. They do have padded armor, leather armor, studded leather armor. Yeah, chain mail, scale mail, plate, half plate, ring mail. They've got the whole regular variety.
Okay, so
Studded leather is 12 plus your dex modifier, so it takes you up by 1.
right, so I probably want to stick with stuff that's not going to give me disadvantage at sneaking and stealth. Not that I'm any good at it, but I don't want to be
Not.
A chain shirt is a 13 plus your dex modifier, no disadvantage on stealth.
okay.
Can you still wear your black over that, or you now look shiny?
I mean, I've got clothes too. I could always wear it underneath my clothes.
There's regular breastplates as well that are 14 plus your dex modifier. with no
I was gonna grab my
disadvantage.
drink.
They're just like a one plate chest piece, not like a whole set of plate armor.
What was the chainmail shirt?
Chain shirts 13 plus your dex modifier.
The chain. You said chain mail.
Chain shirt. Chain mail is heavy armor with
Yeah, that's
disadvantage on stealth. Falconer, are you interested in doing any shopping while you're here?
I think I'm okay.
All right.
Yeah. Oh. Do you have any other types of chain shirts, like say adamantine, adamantium?
Not at this smithy, no. These are just like high quality base goods.
So nothing mithril even.
Yeah, I don't think you'd be able to afford that stuff right now, even if you had it. Just for context, the base value for a breastplate is 400 gold pieces.
Dang.
The chain shirt's less. It's normal 50. It would be 75 from Durnix, but yeah, any adamantium mithril type shit, it's going to run you up into the thousands of golds.
Does he have any like customed chain shirts? Maybe stained black or
Nothing like
you
that.
know, like
I could certainly
some
make.
sort of-
I could certainly make one for you. It might take a couple of days.
Do you think we'll be in town that long?
Yeah. I mean, if I just bought like a regular one, I could wear it now. It would
come
basically
on.
just go underneath my.
Dad, you're aesthetic. You can't.
I have black that I can wear over top of it. I'll just buy it.
Chain shirt,
Yep.
75 gold.
75. Alright.
And like as you run your fingers over it, it's ridiculously smooth and well made. Every ring is just like impeccably replicated over and over and over.
How do I already have a chain shirt? Oh. I already have a chain shirt.
And it could already be black.
That's right, because it oversees the other armor. I just have I've got the chain shirt and then I have my black leather over top of it for aesthetics. That's why. So I don't need a chain
So
shirt.
you're using the chain AC
I
just
already
to
have-
the
yeah.
aesthetic over top. Cool. You want a chain shirt?
I mean, it would only bump my armor class up by 1, I think, wouldn't it? You said it was 13?
Chain shirt's 13 plus your dex modifier. So what are you wearing, leather armor?
Mm-hmm.
Leather armor's only an 11 plus your dex modifier. So it bumps you by 2.
I think it's still in the car, actually. Don't you mind if I drink?
Yeah.
Oh, you're-
Yeah.
You didn't bring it in? I thought you did. Was
I
it in
guess
your
then
bed?
my AC would be 14.
Yeah, my keys will be
So it goes
in
up
one
by
of my
2 again.
pockets.
You can wear it underneath your regular clothes.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I'm pretty weak.
Pretty weak. Okay, 75 gold. Actually, it would only
But
be
I'm small.
It would only be 70 gold. You interrupted me. It would only be 70 gold because you're wee. And this one actually does have interesting, blue mail.
Do I get a returning customer discount because I bought a crossbow from them?
He kind of just stares at you. Make a persuasion check.
17. No!
On a flat roll, no modifiers either.
Damn it.
So he kind of just stares at you, and you see him grin a little bit, like you haven't seen him smile before, but you kind of see gives a little chuckle. With the chain shirt
That's
around
not
its
gonna slow me down, is it?
around the sleeves are actually dyed blue leathers
Nice.
that kind of are just folded in and around to make the wearing experience a little bit more comfortable where your joints are.
Sweet,
And
sweet, sweet.
around the neck collar as well. So it's just got these blue accent trim.
Oh, that's
Chain
cool.
Shirt.
Barbarian. I only did it because I'm in character, obviously.
So as this is happening, Zodelle has made her way to Aunt Paul's Will and Word shop, and you
We're like, wait! I'm coming with you. I don't need a chain shirt.
okay.
Oh.
So Magnus and Zodelle are heading off to Will and Word. Arya, Falconer have headed to Durnix Smithy. So Zodelle traces the pattern. You're bamped into the shop, and Aunt Pulver is there, and she's kind of fussing with her nephew Garion, who's behind the counter. He's got like a smudge of dirt on his face, and she's like licking a piece of cloth and trying to rub it off of him, and his cheek's all red, and he's just like kind of squirming, like, "Hey, Paul, come on." Kind of pushes away as he sees you guys come in, uses that as an opportunity to duck around behind the counter and get back out into the festival games. Hello, darlings. It's good to see you returned.
You as well?
I mean, I work here.
I was actually wondering, I'd recently heard about the effects of obsidian. Not obsidian. It was obsidian, right?
Yep.
Yeah, obsidian.
As you say that, you see her eyes narrow and she purses her lips.
Oh, well, simply on the fact that stronger monsters mean stronger weapons.
Yes, those dastardly weapons those Darrens have created. I'm not a fan, and I don't keep stock of them. Just having them around hampers my general abilities.
Would your husband have them in stock?
Oh, I forbade those at his smithy.
Fair enough.
On occasion, he may accept one for trade, but I have them immediately destroyed.
Well,
Do you have any...
any other means of
obviously, I don't need to
aiding against?
support any meaning against it, but it's simply a...
I understand its practical uses, but for one of my abilities, I cannot abide them. Let me take a look at what I've got in stock. Let's see if I've created anything that you guys can afford.
Oh.
Question: if it stops magic, like from affecting you, like me just having my hammer, can like be a defense against magic on me,
Yes.
against me.
It would also hamper your own natural abilities.
Right.
I have this rather interesting item. It was traded to me just a few weeks ago. After examining it, I've discovered it has many uses for combat in the night. And she pulls out, like, it's almost like a black leather headband. And it has this one, like, orange tinted, or sorry, thick red lens in a silver housing that, like, folds up and down over one eye. This is the heat-seeing goggle. It's basically thermal vision for one eye. It is 50,000. As Magnus coughs, she kind of...
50,000 copper pieces?
No, dear. What else do I have behind here? Well, if that's... I might only have one other item.
A little out of my range.
No, I want that one to be a surprise.
What was it called?
Heat seeing...
It's, what I called it was, the Goggle of Thermal Vision.
Oh.
That was in the lower bracket of my magical items. I do have some more potions in stock if you're interested. Those are a little bit less expensive.
How about bolts and magic bolts, or
If you bring me
silvered bolts, or
If you bring me bolts, I can have them enchanted. It's about 5,000 per bolt,
Jesus.
depending on the enchantment. And you guys are starting to get the impression that you're probably more likely to find some of this stuff in the wild easier than it is to purchase.
Yes. All right. Well, what kind of potions do you have right now?
I have some healing potions. I'm just trying to find potions here. think potions are in this book.
We can go.
If you just want to Google them for me, babe. D&D potion costs. I did have some odd ginger adventurer come see me and try and sell me these horrible vomiting potions recently.
Did they
The
draw
regular
cards?
healing potions are 50 gold pieces.
Yes, so 50 gold pieces for regular. I have 4 regular and 1 greater. Currently in stock, but the festival, the clerics do kind of clean me out. So many fights in the streets, other various nefarious rabble-rousing.
It's only on the app version.
Oh, I'm not there.
Interesting. And how much is the greater potion?
You have to Google that for me too. I'm almost afraid to open a new page on this thing.
100.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take 2 of the regular healing potions and 1 of the greater healing potions.
Excellent. 200 gold.
Two 100. Remove. Inventory.
Did you have hers inspect the broken medallion last time?
No, that's what I just thought of, but I'm not there. I mean, I can run up and bang on that brick wall.
You have no idea how to get in there. All right, you guys done it.
And Paul, sense my presence.
Will and word. Yes. No.
Yeah, I guess so. I can't afford anything else, so. Does anyone need any potions?
I have 1 healing
I have
potion.
0 healing potions.
I still have 1.
I'm gonna
I
give.
also have the loom sticks. Or 1 loom
Do
stick.
you want the potion of greater healing? Well, I mean, you were there. You could have bought it. Do you want it? I'll sell it to you.
60 gold.
How much gold?
Or 100.
How much gold do you guys have a piece? I'm just curious.
I'm
3.
I'm under
I
200.
Under.
Yeah.
610?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I was at like 400.
I made some good bets.
Yeah, nice. Zodo?
I think I'm around
Some-
3
Some
something.
number?
I mean, I'm not gonna just give them to you unless you're dead. Then
Oh, that doesn't
we'll
seem
start a
right.
tab.
Is that right?
Well, yeah.
Oh, yes, it is. 444.
Nice.
Do you want any of these potions? I will sell them to you. I've got 3 regular healing potions and 1 greater healing potion.
We're standing in a magic store. I'm like, I'll peruse this guy's wares. No.
Yeah, she still has 2 regular healing potions to purchase.
Yeah.
How much were those greater healing potions?
100.
She only had 1 of those.
Yeah. So if you want it, I'm willing to sell it to you, but I want 100 for it.
As you
I'm good.
guys are just like figuring this out, and Pulver's hands
back.
just come up, and she's just like crocheting, just kind of like waiting for you. Like, don't know what you guys are doing.
I'm fine.
Alright, well, you know where it is.
At least I have you, bud. Big pat, hearty pat. Oh, my dice are up here.
Alright, let's go.
All right.
What's it up?
She kind of gives you a smile and a nod.
I took my, I don't have a hat. I did,
You doff a pretend hat.
no.
She kind of gives you a quizzical look.
I guess I'll just like nod. No leave.
All right. As you guys,
Try and hold on to that thing. I'll
I will see
eventually be back.
if
Alright.
someone
10
comes-
more years.
If someone comes through that can afford it, I don't do I don't do layaway.
No, layaway.
No layaway.
We'll just put this burger on layaway. What's that from?
All right, so you guys leave. As you go back to the door, you kind of just back into the alley and start making your way to the Four Winds.
All right.
They just find me banging on the brick wall.
In the amount of time it would have taken you to get there, they would have already been long gone, so you're just out there banging on the wall. Garion kind of comes up behind you. What you doing?
Just trying to get in.
Oh, that's not going to work.
Oh, well,
I like your hair.
thank you.
You're very pretty.
Thanks.
Do you want to come join me in the festival?
No, I'm gonna find my friends.
Okay. And he kind of just like skips off. You hear a couple other little boys from down the street shout, and he kind of takes off running. I'm like, yeah. Doing kid shit. All right. You guys at the Four Winds?
Yep.
For the Four Winds.
So as you round the corner to the Four Winds, you see Brocky, like one hand up against the wall on the outside, just heaving his guts into the gutter, just. And you walk up and he's just pale as just like all sweaty and clammy. He's like wiping chunks off of him. And then you see him lean over and pick up a tankard of ale and have another swig. Barely notices you guys.
I'll just walk around.
Sidestep around him, yeah.
And you go,
Rough night, Brocky.
not so loud.
I'm down here.
I know. It's like thunder from the ground.
All right, as you were.
Maybe drink some water instead.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that. And he takes another swig out of it. All right, so as you touch the doorknob, you enter without incident.
Wonderful.
Who's in there?
You see Marty is like just shambling out of some back quarters. He's got like long johns on and the butt flap's only half done up. And he's kind of, like, they all look a little rough. Like, they're not Alanoran partiers, but they're definitely taking advantage in this time of, like, less stress and strife. Alora's, like, on one of their big arm back chairs with her feet up. Just, like, beautiful leather boots and her blues and her long blonde hair. And you can tell her cheeks are a little rosy. Like, she's either having some Bloody Marys, like, mid-afternoon here now, or... But yeah, she's like still like just immaculate. Her hair is just like shiny and perfectly combed. All right, so yeah, you got Marty, who's just kind of like, it is like 2 p.m. Like he's just dragging himself out of bed. Or what time is it now, you guys? It's about noon.
I see Marty in his long johns, and I'm like, I see the Four Winds. Elves sleep.
Yeah, Olivia Armstrong.
In a trance. I see Marty's underpants.
Sorry, what was that?
We're in the Four Winds. Elves don't sleep, they trance. I see Marty's underpants.
Nice. Everyone, you get 5 experience.
Yes.
All right, so you guys kind of walk in. It's pretty dead right now. No sign of Blissel. Alora like leans over, sees you, reaches down into one of her boots and pulls out a folded piece of paper and just kind of holds it up over her shoulder.
We'll walk up, milady.
How are you?
Much better than Brocky.
Yes, he does push himself. He is young, he'll learn.
Indeed. Is that for us?
Yep.
Thank you.
You take it and you unfold it, and inside there's a very tight handwritten script, excellent penmanship, and it's a message from Professor Farnsworth to Captain Blissel, stating that he received word.
Sorry, what was the professor's name?
Farnsworth. Dayton Farnsworth.
Professor Dayton.
Professor Dayton Farnsworth. So yeah, the message says that he's received word from Silas and Salem, and then like crudely sketched symbol drawing, and it states that he's very intrigued, curious. He would like to see the symbol in person, as he's unfamiliar with what it could mean. And his letter, like, despite that it's tidy and written, you can kind of see it like gets a little bit more excited looking at the end. Like, seems like he's just very, very intrigued and interested, and was like, "Can you send me the subjects? Tell them to come to Collins College to be examined post haste."
Oh, examined. I don't like that word.
Yeah, you wouldn't. Bell wouldn't.
Where's the college from here?
It's just kind of up around the. So
Okay,
Back near the castle.
Yeah, it is.
So this is your city,
Yeah,
and you guys are here.
yeah.
The college is kind of just up over and kind of built into the castle wall.
Okay.
Or not
so
the castle
we're-
wall, sorry, the city wall.
Okay, so it's on the north side though.
It is,
where
yeah.
we are now.
You guys are probably like a 20-minute walk.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right, all right.
So, I mean, is it worth it to go by ship then? Because then we could still pass through the town, do some, like, festival stuff, and still get down there by...
I mean, we can go to the college and then back to our ship and then sail down.
Yeah.
That's still faster, I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
What time is it now?
It was about noonish when you guys got there. Noonish, 12:30. I would say 12:30 after you guys stopped to do some shopping. You guys were pretty quick about it.
Yeah.
April 6th, 12:30.
Money.
Okay. Yeah. You want to head to the college?
Let's do it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Just see if we can get some answers.
All right. So you guys head up out of the Four Winds. Allura kind of just gives you a quick salute, and you see her like reach down. She pulls out this little flask. So she's just like kind of day sipping. She's got a rosy blush on. She doesn't seem like the kind of person who gets trashed. Like, she likes to keep her wits mostly about her. She kind of just tucks it back into her seat and keeps sitting there. You're listening to Brocky outside, still just. God's sake, Brocky, put it away. Yes, ma'am. And
Remind me later. I'll show you. There's this cool drinking rule set that you can use if you want. And I'm totally going to incorporate it into my next foray in DMing.
all right, so you guys walk. It takes you about 20 minutes. A couple of the vendors down the street trying to like sell you meat on a stick and. Yeah. You want some meat on a stick?
I mean, it's lunchtime.
Yeah. It's like a silver piece for just a kebab.
Let's do it.
Okay. Y'all get a kebab.
Yep.
Very cool. You
One silver.
You can get
Sweet.
you can get a tankard full of ale for an extra 5.
Extra 5 silver.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, total. Like 5 total, and you'll each get a tankard.
Yeah, let's do it.
Travel tankard.
I mean,
Got a lid and a
Piece-
straw.
I'm picturing like barrels situated all over the city, so you can like just pick up a tankard somewhere and just drop it in this barrel when you're done, and
That's
then like,
big-
someone just comes and collects them,
if you'd let me
Like-
finish talking, I was going
like
to say
trays at the mall.
basically like as you're going around, like at the next establishment you pass, you can just like set your empty tankard down and keep going, and then they'll just take it, wash it, and then use it, and like the whole city is just like one tankard is in the same place that it started.
Is there a free
No,
refill
little
any
name
rule
stamp
set
on them.
sort of like that?
No free refills. Business owners still got to make money. But yeah, basically you can just like if tankard's empty and you roll up to a building, they'd be like, all right, here's 2 more silver, and then just dunk and keep going.
Wait.
Okay, so that was 5 silver for a tankard and a kebab.
That means the kebab's 3 silver?
No,
No, it was
no. A brand new tankard is 4 silver.
Oh.
If you're refilling it, it's 2 silver.
That is what I meant. I meant, like, is there any discount at all for refills? I didn't mean it just refills.
Yeah, so if you're just like you guys got a kebab and a thing, so it was like 3 gold.
Okay,
Total.
okay. So,
I guess it would have only
It's
been an
almost
additional
worth
4 gold.
Keeping the tankard and like tying it to your belt.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
So yeah, you guys walking.
Do they have gnome-sized tankards?
They do. Gnome and halfling-sized tankards, yes. So you're not
Are they
just
still two silver?
There'd be 1 silver for a smaller tankard.
Sweet.
Negotiation.
I will add a silver back.
I forget that you weigh. All right, so you guys get to the college, and it is a very nice building. It's like a series of buildings, kind of all compartmentalized into sections, and you can kind of see like where the different fields of study would all kind of take place. And it's big. It's like
What field of study is Professor Farnsworth?
you don't know yet. So yeah, as you get up, there's like big, like iron fence. It's not locked. You pull it open, walk in, and it's pretty empty. Not a lot of people hanging out at the college during festival time, and since it's like the festival basically starts at the end of like what would be a school year, school term. It's basically summer break, so it's pretty sparse. There's like a couple of guards, but they kind of seem like one of them is leaning up against the wall. His face is a little red, like he's been sneaking some drinks on duty, and then there's like a couple of people off over there, some younger students maybe like checking in for some extra study, and then
Nerds.
you see a couple of people in professor like robes with books on and like professor hats. And,
Professor hats?
yeah,
What's a professor hat?
I don't know.
It's like a jester hat. but
It's a
like
big
black.
foam finger with I'm #1 professor.
Are they like ranked every year and one of the teachers has to wear like
I'm the #1 professor. I'm the #3 professor. No, they just have like little caps on.
it's almost like graduation caps kind of.
Yeah, like kind of like how you see in like old British professors. Like they just got like
Those
it's sort of
floppy
a
hats,
it's kind of
like-
just a status symbol so people can pick out like, oh, he's a teacher and not a student.
Nerd.
Don't point.
Nerd.
Nerd.
Just Jester.
Is there some place that we can inquire about where we would find Professor Farnsworth?
Yeah. Make a perception check.
That is a 21.
Anyone? So, like in this main courtyard that kind of leads off into this larger expanse of buildings, there's about three kind of younger individuals that are all like books in hand, like kind of sweatery kind of clothing, that are just kind of chatting, and like one of them's flipping through a book and like they're pointing and laughing. And then a little bit further on, you see quite an older man. He is in professor garb, and he's kind of like simultaneously flipping through a tome and like making his way towards one of the larger buildings, right in the middle.
Excuse me, Professor.
Yes. Yes.
We're here on official business. We were summoned by Professor Farnsworth. Do you know where we might find him or her?
Yes, Professor Farnsworth. He can be found in the Ancient Runes, Ruination, and Scripts of Old chapter. It's at the very northern section of the college.
Thank you.
Frankly, a bit of a pain in my ass.
Reunification area? Wing?
Runes,
Ancient ruins.
Ancient Runes, Reunification, and what was the third thing I said?
Party.
Ancient runes, reunification, and
Language.
absolute knowledge of
We'll say
Mysterious.
language history. All right, and if that Professor Farnsworth gives you any guff, come and find me immediately. I've been looking for a reason to bounce his ass out of here for a near decade.
Like this hat has like the number 2.
What was this professor's name?
Yeah,
sorry, I did not catch
Sorry,
your
what
name.
was your name?
I am Headmaster Tamerson Dryden.
Oh, headmaster. Okay.
It's the number 1 hat. Headmaster.
Oh, your headmaster doesn't automatically mean number 1.
For context, if you guys have seen The Hobbit, this guy kind of looks like Balin.
Anus? What?
Tamerson.
Oh, Oh,
Tamus
Tamus. So close.
Tamus and Drydle.
and
Very curt and superior.
Drydle.
Drydle.
That's enough out of you. Oh, I already don't like you.
I was inner monologuing. Yeah, we'll let you know if he's up to any tomfoolery.
Excellent. Him and that damn assistant of his.
Assistant.
Oh, you'll meet her.
Oh no.
Turns to walk away.
Wait.
Just kind of like shaking his head, just like, that damn Farnsworth.
Hope her name is Julie. Julie, do the thing.
You guys just expect Simo around every corner.
Her name is Seema the Unexpected, okay? I'm sorry if I have to expect a little.
Yep.
All of my non-intelligence is going to like...
The one time
Seema.
you don't suspect her is when you'll she'll pop up. Just waiting. He has no idea what she is yet until you drop your guard.
I'm going to visit my family. Mom, I'm home. Seema, no!
This is your new sister.
No!
Yeah, I have about 50 different scenarios where she's gonna pop up.
No.
Unexpectedly.
Unexpectedly.
Oh my goodness.
Or maybe expectedly. In a bad way.
Alright. Well, we'll
Thank you, Headmaster.
Oh, he's already long gone.
Okay.
He was just like, oh, frickin' Farnsworth.
pass the hacky sackers and
Oh, far out, dude. You gonna check out the surfing tonight, man?
yeah, I guess they'd be on the coast, yeah.
Oh my gosh. They're party surfers. No.
Extreme frisbee players.
Extreme discus. It's way more dangerous.
Yep. They've got blades on them.
Yeah, that's
Xena's
chakra.
chakra thing. Chakra.
Gnarly scar, dude. Yeah, fucking ultimate discus, bro.
Runification this way.
Oh yeah, Professor Farnsworth, man, that guy's dope.
He's the cool
He
teacher.
kind of just points you down the way.
Indiana Jones. All right. Yeah. We'll just head
All right.
over.
Head over.
Yep.
What does the school look like? Like, how is it like?
It's like all of it's kind of built up onto like the inside of the city wall on the north end, and there are like parts of it that kind of go in and out of the wall, but they're largely just like big square buildings. There's like one off the opposite direction that had like a big domed top, sort of astrology-esque kind of looking building. Just like a variety. It seems like it was built way more for function than when it was like being constructed. They were like, oh, because this is here, we need one of these here, and then they just built a thing, not really trying to like smooth the edges or make it look.
So it's very just
It's very utilitarian.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like this building does this, this building does this. If you need this that's adjacent to this, then it's right next door, sort of thing. It's all very like if you're walking into Magic's,
Like, no
you go into the
nonsense,
main
no
Magic's
nothing.
room. I mean, it's a college. Like there's lots of the professors are less nonsense people, but yeah, it's just like lots of big useful buildings that were built practically less than prettily. Yeah. So yeah, you guys walk up to a building. There's a big arched door and across the top. Does anybody speak Elvish?
No.
No.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, across the top it just says runes and runification and whatever the last two things I said were in Elvish across the top.
Language history.
And language history. And as you walk in, it's kind of like a long corridor, and with like doors that offshoot on the sides. They're not like equal with one another. Some of the rooms are larger or longer than others. So there's like a door on your left, then two on the right, and then one on the left, and then like another one further down before there's another one on the right. And as you get down kind of close to the end, there's this little staircase that kind of goes up over around the corner, and there's an office there that has a sign on it that says Professor Farnsworth. What? Who? Yes, come in.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna do my best Professor Farnsworth I can, guys.
Open the door.
Oh, who are you? What? Covered in black.
He's evil.
Apologies. My name is Magnus.
Oh, Magnus. Oh, yo, show it to me. Show it to me. hopefully I've got good news, everyone.
I'll just point to it. He doesn't have to like.
Magnus is the only one through the door. Like he's like right there, and he was like, "Oh, Magnus," and he's kind of like already trying to
sidestep so everyone else can come
I'm
in.
just gonna peek around Magnus and kind of.
You can probably just like walk through his legs. Oh, everyone, your hair is magnificent.
Thank you. Don't touch them.
Oh, apologies. It's kind of like Mr. Touchy from Disenchantment. He's like, "Oh, I must touch feet. What's going on?" And he's like, yes, come in. And he kind of like waddles back around the corner, and you hear a female voice from like an adjacent room. Is that them, Professor? Yes, come quick. And this red-headed assistant comes in, and she's kind of in not college professor robes, but they're robes just like of a slightly lesser value.
Sort of like a teaching assistant.
You kind of get the sense that she's like his assistant or apprentice, yeah. This is my assistant, Felicia Hubertson.
Felicia.
Hubertson or SSON. Son.
These two names I derived from Professor Farnsworth, Hubert Farnsworth, and Felicia Day. So Dayton Farnsworth and Felicia Hubertson. Just so you guys have a mental.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got the Hubert reference.
Thank you. Yes, Professor. She comes in and
Symbol.
she's got like arms full of scrolls and whatever. Oh yes, this is much better. And he's like prodding it. He has to like lean up and like poking and prodding it. And he's, yes, over here. And he like shuffles through his desk as Felicia's like putting scrolls down and the symbol that the brothers sent, oh my, it was rudimentary at best. This is much better. And he grabs a new piece of paper and lays it out beside like the kind of crumpled note he got from Silas and Salem.
Is this what learning's like?
And he's like, pulls you over and he's sitting there just like intently, perfectly drawing out the exact workings of the symbol. I've delved into my books. I don't have much else to do in the summer, and I found several things. As he takes a book and he starts like rifling through pages. It's very similar to this, and he holds up a symbol, and there's like elements of it that are kind of similar. But this is a good thing. And he kind of flips through and finds another one. He's like, look, elements of this. Yes, but that's a very bad thing. And he kind of flips through. Oh, wrong bloody book. Oh my! And he grabs another one, kind of like unrolls a scroll, and yes, and look, these symbols, Dwarvish, and then the Elvish, and
Can I give him some of my drink?
and this abyssal. And as you like offer him your tankard, he kind of like reaches down into his drawer and pulls one out, takes a swig, puts it back.
Right, more for me.
Yeah. Look, an abyssal, and
I do read and speak Infernal. Do I know to recognize any of those symbols?
yes, this one there. And he kind of goes up to Zodel and he's like very handsy because you're the only one with like a symbol like exposed. And he's like, look, this one, third one down, Elvish, then Dwarvish, Abyssal, what's
Draconic.
Yes, Draconic, yes, and but none of them mean anything that I've ever seen before. Oh, jeez, man.
Wait. You mean as like
So-
you don't?
What do the symbols mean individually?
I haven't the faintest. And he grabs another book, and it's like this massive book. And as he flips open a page, you see there's just like lines of hundreds of different symbols in different languages that are like, some of them have like little descriptions underneath them, and some of them have no description
This
underneath.
is worse than the concussion I got.
So the symbols are there like multiple elven symbols,
this
or is it
is-
just like one elven symbol,
Yes.
one dwarven
Yes.
symbol?
Oh, yes, and that is what's confusing. Language is not supposed to work intertwined like such as this, at least not in my history. And I have been doing this for nigh on 60 years. And he starts flipping through this book of symbols again.
How many symbols exactly are there?
Where's the? You guys have the picture of the symbol?